Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4. And it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 18. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Hamilton, room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Kennedy, and he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
On first down, Kennedy. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Alexander.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Just a yard to go here on second down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Kennedy. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So nothing doing there, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Off play action. Crocker. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And they'll send the tight end in motion.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. First down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Obviously they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. On second down, it's Kennedy. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run on first down. It's Hamilton. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip half. Time to get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, there he goes left side. Touchdown, Eagles. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll set up to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards.
And it will be Eagles football, first and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Off the play fake. Crocker. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball,
he rifles one that's intercepted. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs. And that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Davidson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Kennedy.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Flush to his right. And oh, he coughed it up. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focused